Hi, Beto Eddie here. I have some interesting things to talk about. Um, Basically, it's going to come down to talking about what we can do as a group to stop dynamic pricing and to get prices normal for concerts. I'll tell you a lot of stories. Number one, a small story 3 years ago, September 19th, 2022, my son knows that I'm a big Eric Clapton fan. So he gave me a present, and he gave me tickets for Eric Clapton 3 years ago at Madison Square Garden. He bought me section 8, row 9. And it's on the floor, and that's dead center. Row 9, only 9 rows back. He paid about $108 for that. That was 3 years ago. Now, exactly 3 years later, Eric Clapton again played Madison Square Garden. The same exact date, September 19th, 2025. I didn't go to that one. I just saw him 3 years ago. But I was looking at the prices. And about the same kind of a ticket that I had just 3 years ago, and we paid $108, it was over $600. These guys are crooks. Ticketmaster, a bunch of crooks. They know they can probably get the money, so they make it so high, and people will buy it anyway because they have like a monopoly. They're the only ones selling the tickets. There's either that or buy it by a scalper, or buy it by a third party like StubHub, or there's another one called TickPick. TickPick claimed that there was never any other fees. Now nobody charges fees. So I'm doing a video now. So that's the only way to get it. Now, if you get tickets there, they're higher than Ticketmaster. And the only way, if let's say Ticketmaster sells out, and the only way if you could get tickets is, well, there's two other ways, but the only way to get tickets and for a good seat, well, you can get it from the third party vendors. Excuse me. You could get it. Excuse me. You could get it from the third-party vendors, but you're going to pay a lot of money, much more than even Ticketmaster charges you. The other alternative is to wait to the day of the concert. Now you take a risk because you might not get tickets. You wait to the day of the concert, and you go to these third-party, TickPick or StubHub or SeatGeek, whatever they have there to use, and they usually, if it's the same day and if it's close to the concert, advise if you want to try that, go to Madison Square Garden, be there about 7 o'clock when the concert is 8, buy your ticket 7 o'clock. And because there's only one more hour, and you might get a good seat for cheap, because they want to get rid of it. They don't want to be stuck with it. They even take a loss. At that point, they take a loss. So that's another way to do it. Now I found another way. Now I just made a video when Rush tickets went on sale, and they just went on sale Friday. There were literally a minimum, and this is the least amount of people in the 4 days. 120,000 people in the queue ahead of me. Madison Square Garden hosts 20,000 people. 120,000 people are in a queue. 6 times. You can fill up Madison Square Garden 6 times with those people. And usually, when people buy, they're on the queue, they're buying more than one ticket. So by the time it got to me, of course it was all sold out. But I had an idea. I have a friend who has a problem walking. And he doesn't need a wheelchair, but he needs accommodation. He needs an accessibility accommodation. So if you call Madison Square Garden directly, they have accessibility tickets, and my friend wanted floor seats. He didn't want anything but floor seats. So they had it. They had Section D. If you know how Madison Square Garden is, and on the ground, you have your stage, and right dead center, the first amount of seats would be Section B. That would be dead center. Then Section A, B, and C. That's all along the stage. B being dead center, and then you have A that's to the left of the stage a little, and C right of the stage a little. So you got that. Then you got there's a space, and then there's another set of seats also on the floor. D, E, and F. E being in the center, and then D being a little more to the left, and F being a little more to the right. So I called Madison Square Garden. Now, I didn't have to wait 120,000 people ahead of me. They answered the phone right away. I told them what I need. I said, I need it on the floor. She says, I have Section D, which was the second level, after A, B, and C, then there's D, E, and F. So that's the second level. She had Section D, row 1, which is great. There's no one ahead of you. Of course, there's all the people ahead of you from A, B, and C, but but no one ahead of you in that section. So she had row 1, and she said it was an aisle seat to accommodate the people that can't walk too well. So that's great too. If it's an aisle seat more to the center, it would even be better, which it might have been. And I said to her, how much is it? She says $306.50 a ticket. Now, for a floor seat, to see Rush, and today's price on the floor, that's kind of a good price. Do I sound crazy? $306 is kind of a good price. I said, wait a minute. Yeah, it's a good price. But you know what? 3 years ago, I saw Eric Clapton for $100. And 3 years later, he was $600. And this is Ticketmaster, it's not the third party. So yeah, it's a good price for a 2025 ticket, but it's outrageous. It's an outrageous price. So what's going on? And I saw Rush in 1981 and at the moving picture store. The tour that has the album Moving Pictures, which is considered probably one of their best albums, and on that album is Tom Sawyer and Limelight, you know, and all those good songs, and I saw them with Neil Peart, 1981, May 18th, 1981. I looked it up because I didn't remember from 40 years ago. I looked it up when they were in Madison Square Garden. It was that date. May 18th, 1981. I was there. Guess how much? And I had good seats. Got seats for me and my friends. Guess how much seats cost me then? No more than $20. Now, if you Google how much $20 in 1981 compared to today, how much should it be? What's compatible for today? And you'll get an answer about that. It's about $80 today. But $20 in 1980 and 1981 is even less than $80, like 78 and point something. So let's say $80, not $306.50. So something's definitely wrong. Something is definitely wrong. So what should we do about it? What should we do about it? I think everybody that's listening to this, and that you should tell your friends and all that, the only reason that Ticketmaster can sell the tickets for such a price is because of the demand and the people that are willing to buy it for that price. So what we got to do is we got to boycott it. I know it's hard. You might want to see, you want to see your favorite performers, whoever it is, but we got to boycott it. Now, how should we do it? So how should we do this? What do you think? Sorry. How to change rooms. I think that I think we can make it happen. Really think we can make it happen. But I think that if we don't do it, it's just going to keep on continuing. And if an Eric Clapton ticket went up $500 in 3 years, think what it's going to be in 3 more years. And why should we put up with this? It's the dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing means because people want to see him. That's why you have. If you have 120,000 people in a queue, of course, you could charge what you want. So, I don't know how it's possible, but if I had 1 million views, which I don't, and people listen to me, and we start like boycotting this, let's say we don't go to the concert, we don't go see Rush, take your records, play them all night long. The Rush concert is starting, So what you should do, take your records, play them. It's at the hour that they're playing. Don't go there. How are we going to get a whole bunch of people not to go there, not to pay? Not first of all, Ticketmaster will go crazy if all of a sudden they don't get their sales what they think they're going to get. You know, Steve Miller Band canceled all his concerts. He wasn't selling. He said because of the weather. It was a crazy reason. It's not because of the weather. He wasn't selling. He wasn't selling. I mean, all the seats were available, months and months on end. Rush was 4 days was sold out each day in 1 hour. But we don't have to make that happen. But we have to stop it. Maybe we should go. Each one of us should go on YouTube, not on YouTube. Each one of us should go on Facebook, on Instagram, and give the message out that we have a campaign. We make a campaign. We got to stop. We got to stop Ticketmaster. Are they going to get mad at us? Okay, they will. But we have the right to do that. We're the ones dictating what they should pay. The reason they're buying, they're able to sell it for those prices is because people are willing to pay it. Paul McCartney is touring again, and people, he's not touring. People that live in New York, he's not doing New York this time, but people that live in New York are traveling to Las Vegas, California, all over to see Paul McCartney. And a lot of them saw him already 10 times already. There's one woman, she saw Paul McCartney 105 times. It's a little outrageous. And it's the same concert all the time. Same set list. Same stories. So I'm trying to say, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if this will work. But maybe we should try it. But we have to put an effort. We have to not just, we don't pay for the ticket, because we end up not paying for the ticket. We're not going to go. We're not going to see the concert, and they still have their high prices. We got to sell this. We got to put it on Facebook and Instagram and all that, and we got to, each one of us, each one that's listening to me right now, should go onto Facebook, onto Instagram, or whatever you use, and make sure and tell people we're doing this. And maybe the more people do it, it will affect it somehow. So, and maybe not this year, but maybe in a couple of years, prices will start going down. All right, so that's what I want to say. It might be a crazy idea, but, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. We got to put in some effort. We got to put in some effort. If you don't work, you don't get. That's how it is. We got to put it. We got to do some effort. That's right. We got to try. Okay, guys? Let me know what you think. Let me know if you could do this. If 100 people are listening right now, 100 people, get another 100 people, and then another 100. And then pretty soon, thousands and thousands of people we'll be doing this, and it will be all over. If we do it, why do you have to see any concerts? I mean, it's nice, it's nice to see concerts. Listen to the radio. Maybe you'll win. You can win, they have concerts all the time that you can win. Do it that way. All right, so that's what I want to talk about today. If I had to win, I'm going to the window and say, I'm mad as hell, I'm not going to take it anymore, like that movie. What was a movie called Network? Remember that movie? Go to your window and yell, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. You don't have to yell. You don't have to go to your window. You could go on your computer, on your Windows, on your computer, and you can go to your Facebook and Instagram and whatever you use, any social thing you use, and get as many people on the bandwagon to do this. This is a campaign. This is a campaign. We can do it. I think we can do it. I think we can do it if we try. Well, we got to try. We got to get some effort. We got to try. Okay, guys? All right, take care. Bye.